Alright, welcome back to DragonAge Origins, ladies and gents. We are going to do some more side questing in the wonderful place called Lothering. Wonderful being a choice word. We recruited two people last time, you may have noticed. We've got one of them in the party. We have Sten, the Kunari. Now, we also recruited Liliana, the Bard. Group of bandits. Let's get killing.
As you wish. Come now, defend yourself!
Now, I didn't have enough armor for Sten, so I just gave him a helmet because something's better than nothing, you know. And as you may notice, Sten is a two-handed weapon user. He uses the big swords and the mauls and the axes and things like that. I'm still apparently targeting an enemy, and I don't know where. You can see it on the map, I just don't know why I'm still targeting an enemy, so I might as well loot a body before I continue. Alrighty, this way we go.
As you wish.
Another group of mercs, I think. And did I just stand on a trap? Oh right, I was hit by an arrow. Right, cool. I was hit by one of the pinning arrows, which is a useful ability. Stops your opponents from moving, but not exactly mandatory if you're an archer.
Let's get started.
You might notice that Morrigan always hits with her staff. If you use a magic staff, you always hit, but you can never crit. It's why you need the actual spells to do well. Alrighty, this way we go.
Finally, some wildlife. I thought everything was out to get us.
More bandits. Let's get these guys down, and then we think that's us got all of the quests. Well, all of the parts for this side quest from the Chanter's board. We might actually not have that much side questing to do this episode.
As you wish.
Groups of bandits. They're more irritating than actually dangerous, although if you do what I do and don't pay attention to your health, you are in trouble. But as you can see, they're not exactly the biggest threats if you're paying attention to what you're doing. Hey, we got a decent amount of equipment out of that. Maybe it'll actually suit up Sten. Well, we'll find out, but we're going to go back to the Chanter's board now and hand in that side quest. The Chanter's board, as I might have mentioned last time, is one of the types of quests you can take to get an achievement, which requires you to do 15 job board quests. You can also do Mage's Collective and Blackstone Irregular quests. Alrighty, let's hand in this quest.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
There we go. And we got 3 gold out of that, it's not bad. So, 2 more quests that you can get once you've handed in the first one, so let's go do them. One of them is to do with that little boy we met last time. You remember the one who was very upset because his mother wasn't about? Yeah, we've got to go find his mother now. And the second quest is because there's lots of bears around. And people don't like bears.
This should be
A group of wolves has spawned. A large group of wolves by the looks of things. Alright. Another one down. We're almost there. And I think that's all the wolves. Fantastic. Damn. Well, we all knew there wasn't that much hope for her surviving, was there? Still, not exactly the happiest of things. Bears. There they are. They are, as you can see, well, they can be dangerous. but generally you'll be alright fighting them. I'm not sure why they're called black bears, they look pretty brown to me. Although I suppose it might just be that I'm looking at them through with bad lighting. Ah well, that's us. We got both of them, we can now go and hand them in. And actually I think that's all the side quests we can do in Lothering, other than those minor ones you can see the exclamation marks for, which is just create and hand in health poultices, poisons and traps. And they're not that necessary, to be honest. Alrighty, almost at the Chancellor's board. We'll get a decent amount of money out of this. And then we can leave Lothering.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Oh, we didn't get that much. We did get an item though. So we can't complain too much. Alright, before we go any further, I'm going to equip Sten with a few more things. Back in a second. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, we gave Sten that armour. That's all we needed to do. So let's get moving. There's a chest around here, which has a little bit of money in it. Not much, but enough.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Enemies approaching!
I find this bit pretty sad because you can't not fight these refugees without like entirely avoiding this area. Well, this way, and I actually think they attack you anyway, though I've never actually tried now that I think about it. And you're just killing people who are doing what they think they need to do to survive. It's I'm never a fan of that little fight there. But moving on. Up this way is the exit to Lothering, and there's a group of Darkspawn here, so we should probably get rid of them. Let's get fighting. Right, there's a glitched achievement in the games, which is about killing Darkspawn. It's almost impossible to kill 1,000 Darkspawn because it doesn't count your party members' ones as well. You really need to do a lot to manage to get these those points. You need to be making sure you're the only one who kills them, and you know you've killed them.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you'd want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, Dave.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
So as I was saying before the cutscene so rudely interrupted me, you know you've killed them if the experience pops up above your head rather than your party member's head. See, it wasn't even that much I needed to say. Anyway, time to leave Lothering.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seemed so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
So, we are in the party camp. And the party camp is where you can equip every one of your teammates with things, speak with any one of them, things like that, level them all up. Normally, when next time we're here, it'll be an intermission, and I'll be talking to all of them, but this time we're just going to leave, although I will quickly go through and level up, then equip people with things. Back in a second. So we're back, and I think we should go and try to deal with some downloadable content. Now, I'm going to warn you that I got a wee notification which told me to re-download my DLC, so I did, but if it fails, I'll have to cut the video short. So, wish me luck, I guess.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, let's get moving.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Are you asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no, I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
I am Chivo. Pleased to meet you.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
What do you need?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
How much do you want for it?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
Yes, I think I could use it.
Just as well. You'll find the golem in a village named Honleith, in the hinterlands. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I've heard it might be dangerous there with all the Darkspawn about, but I'll wager that's not an issue for someone like you. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
And if it doesn't?
Maybe you could look up the fellow who owned the golem before. If he's still about, that is. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Well, we've got the start of this done. We now have the control rod, and it now gives us a location to find the golem. The golem, because that's how it's pronounced in DragonAge for some reason.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the tyke as our own.
Was that a Superman reference? Awesome. Anyway, that was the shortest event in history. Let's get going. Well, we're here in Honleith.
On it.
Let's get going and... oh, there's a dark spawn here.
As you wish.
That's a worry. If everybody's dead, then what do we do if we can't get the golem to work?
Cursed creatures!
Well, let's get going. Let's get killing these guys. Find out in a bit if we can actually get this one. Alright, another one down. Keep going.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have Dragon kill!
They seem a lot easier than they did earlier on.
No mercy!
No effort really needed to get rid of these guys. They are the basic dark spawn, I suppose. You're going to be able to kill them faster.
I'm unable to do
Find a key to get that open. Oh well, we'll find that in a bit, hopefully. Alright, looting the... we should loot the bodies, because you always want to loot the bodies. You want the money. And things you can sell. So... the golem appears to be there, so once we kill these guys, we can have a look and see if we can get that golem working. Right, it's not even that difficult to kill up the alphas now, it's more tedious. So I'm going to take a bit of a health potion to make sure that I don't get any problem at all. And another dead. Right, look the bodies before we continue. Ah, there's a dead villager. And we found a key in his possession. That's a bit odd, but anyway. Alright, let's approach the golem.
What we are looking at is a golem. It would appear it is defunct, though there may be a way to revive it yet.
Duleth Gar. Well, that's problematic. But let's have a look and see if that key opens anywhere up. Ah. Well, we're in this cellar. It seems
done and
quiet. It marks an enemy on the map before we'd even actually noticed them. Ah well. Get them in here, we can get rid of them. Yeah, these guys must be weaker than the normal ones, because there's far too many of them for it to actually be... oh, it's on level up. Yep, Morgan's in. But there's far too many of them for it to be fair if it's not a slightly weaker ones. Wow, not sure how they stunned everyone and wasn't paying attention to what moves were being used. Would probably be dog, I guess, using its war cry / bark. Alright, let's loot the area.
Task complete. On to the next.
And before we continue, I'm going to level up Morrigan. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, let's get moving. Hey, we got a gift of booze. Can he beat a gift of booze?
Dark spot approach. Watch for their
More enemies. And looks like there's a barrier over there, I'm not 100% sure why. You can mind it as well, fantastic. Keep pressing it because I thought you'd say. Keep activating a pose or stance because I assume that pressing Y is something different. I'm used to pressing Y being something different. Well. Hey, we got a group of kills. We can now loot the area. Quite a few of these crystals, eh? We'll have a look at the barrier in a second. We'll finish looting the room first. There we go.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
I wasn't sent by anyone.
So we could have just starved down here? The band gave up on us? I suppose I should be grateful that someone came at all then. Thank you. But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm looking for whoever owned that statue outside.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for shale. That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Killed your father? What do you mean?
My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and shale standing over him, just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake shale up, well, it's yours now.
Except the rod doesn't work. Nothing happens.
My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
I'll see if I can find her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Right. We're not going to do that this time. We'll do that in the next video. This has been DragonAge, and thank you all for watching.